Hi, this is the Ivy League Astrologer with the February 2015 reading for Vedic Aquarius. Okay, so your first card out is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It looks like something you had hoped for is being held off on. Kind of like the thing you thought was the winner or whatever, the thing you thought was going to fulfill you or lead you to a certain future is not working out the way that you thought it would. And you feel kind of hurt again and sort of like, why does this always happen to me? Is the feeling that I get from this. Like there's something wrong with you that you can't make it work, and yeah, I just see you feeling bummed out about it. But I think actually this is just something that felt comforting to you, but that is not actually right for you, that's being dismantled. And this could be a situation that you've kind of enclosed yourself in. Could be a relationship that is not the right place for you to be, although it has its benefits. Feels just like it's like something that you've already kind of done before, you know, like a situation that is familiar to you, and you kind of just keep going around and around and around. And the faces may change, but it's essentially like you're doing the same thing over and over again. And I think you're just being asked to change. Yeah, you may have a sense too that, yeah, I think it's really just that, like, you're going to have a moment, you're going to have some moments where you're like, ugh, just like, there's something wrong with me, and the way that I give love, or the way that I, like, approach situations that is making this not work out time after time after time. And I don't think that's the case. I think that this confusion or disappointment is really just to lead you, in some cases, back to something that you should have been doing all along. And in some cases, forwards to a new person who is better for you, a new person, new situation that is better for you. And which is kind of like in your midst already, waiting to be revealed, waiting to be unveiled. But you just have to be able to see it. But this is definitely good stuff happening. This is going to allow you a sense of openness and freedom. It's going to allow you to be yourself and to feel complete within someone's embrace, within a world that you build with someone, or within, again, it could be like a job thing, within a new position. But if it's a job, I feel like it's one in which you have a lot of control, in which you can kind of determine how things are going to work. Maybe kind of a slow start to this, like you may kind of realize what you need to do and then be like kind of moving in that direction, but also like not sure if that's really what is right for you. Like in some cases I feel like it's like I rode all this way, I did all this stuff just to go back to the beginning, or just to go back to where I was. What? That can't be right. And in other cases I feel like it's like, oh my goodness, like, okay, here's this opportunity, but how on earth can I take this? Like, there's something about the opportunity that feels wrong, even though it is right. But I feel like you're still looking at it, you're still considering it, but you may just need some time to kind of figure out how to approach it. And then something else may come up which causes you to dive in, because you may be needed to help with something, to help kind of put something back together, or your particular skills may be needed in a way that brings you closer to this thing that you're supposed to do. Like you're called in, you're called upon to help with this. With whatever like unexpected negative event happens, that's going to actually propel you into where you need to be. And I think you're going to be so busy helping at first that you will kind of take your mind off of it, and help you let go enough to let the universe do its work. Yeah, so I think you're going to be kind of maybe forced into this situation that is going to lead you forwards this month. And it does feel strongly to me like it's a relationship for a lot of you. A lot of relationship cards this month too, that's exciting. I always forget that Valentine's Day is this month too, so maybe it's related, probably not. But yeah, I think that as much as you may be kind of resisting this union because there's doubts or because it feels like, maybe something, I don't know. Like, I think it's going to be really satisfying for you and timely. And I think it's going to free you from this feeling that, like, you're not good enough, or, like, you're not, free you from the feeling that you're not, that there's something innately wrong with you, that things aren't working out for you. I think it's more just that you haven't found the person, or have not recognized the person that you need to be with, that has been slowing you down. Yeah, I feel like you still may kind of sit on these feelings for a while as they're kind of growing within you, but you're not quite sure how to move ahead because there are doubts, or it doesn't look right, or there's people from the outside who disapprove. But I would say, don't trap yourself in a poverty mentality. And there's other considerations. Like, there may be part of the situation that your intuition or your women's solidarity or something tells you don't do that. But I think in this case, it's not valid. Yeah, don't trap yourself out in the cold. Don't trap yourself in a poverty mentality because you're worried about how this will look to people. This is a big deal. It's a big deal for you. And yeah, I think it's wise to take your time to figure out how to proceed, but I think you also need to honor your feelings. So that's what I see for February 2015, Aquarius, and I hope that's helpful. You can always get in touch with me for a personal reading if you're interested. You can email me at theivyleagueastrologer@gmail.com. And yeah, my information is below. All right, thank you. Happy February.